Welcome back to another episode of the What's Your Motor podcast. Here's another vlog here. I'm back here with week 4 vlog. This is exactly 4 weeks to the day. And I can honestly say that I've been progressing extremely well in terms of just the way in which my movement, the pain. I don't really have any pain or anything like that. So it's extremely encouraging because I was worried when I first got it, like how long it was going to take and things like that. But here we are at week 4. Remember, like I always tell you, like I started out when I had the distal bicep tendon surgery, I started out at 60 degrees. By week 2, I was down to about 90. Then I went down to 30, and then I went to 20, and now I'm down to 10 degrees. So now this bad baby is just about almost fully flexed, fully extended now, which is great. And I also have a lot more freedom in terms of being able to take this brace off. And I have a lot more movement with this arm, which feels extremely, extremely good. One thing that my physical therapist has had me doing, again, just a lot of those curling and flexing of the arm. Initially, it was kind of hard just doing it by myself. So it was hard to get up here. And then I would help myself kind of like pull it up and things like that. There's still a little swelling around this area, but I don't know if you can see my sore here. The sore is starting to flatten out. A good thing, it's pretty much closed up. I did have like a piece of my stitch was actually hanging out, and we checked that out as physical therapy, but it looks like it's gone now, which is a good thing. So I don't have to really worry about that. But it's been a lot of that. She's been doing a lot of like massaging, a lot of stem, massaging the area. And one thing that has come in handy is the paper tape. The paper tape has been extremely helpful for flattening out this actual scar. At first it was a little like dry, and it looked like it had some frayed edges, and it looked kind of like crummy and crusty, and it looked like a big bump for lack of a better term. But I put this paper tape on a strip over the actual stitch every night, and it's been, actually flattening it out and things like that. I lotion it up and I massage it pretty regularly. Still doing my exercises for about 2 or 3 times. Well, actually 3 or 4 times a day, just randomly, just making sure now continue to move it. You actually can see there's no muscles there at all whatsoever. But if I do lift it up, I don't know if you can see, you can see the activation of the bicep trying to be activated now, which is wonderful. And that's what the pronation and supination has gotten a little bit easier. At first it was hard. I was like this, and I was trying to turn it, and I couldn't turn it. But what I found out was, and I think I mentioned in the last video, is that your bicep is really, really important to you being able to pronate and supinate your hand. And now I'm able to turn that bad baby over and back over, and I have to do that. So I do that a lot of times throughout the course of the day. It's just to work on that flexion. And also in PT, we do a lot of turning, not to where it hurts, but just where I can feel that stretch. That's opening up those tendons and being able to help them stretch and things like that. And we also do it the other way. She does measurements in regards to that as well. And then for the swelling, I don't know if you can see, but there's still some swelling in this arm, particularly on this side. So I have to use this coban tape. I bought 369, like 15 pack off of Amazon with different colors. And I just wrap my arm up over the paper tape at night, and that's to help with the swelling. So I do that. On top of that, I apply some heat every now and then just to, help with promote more healing and things like that. But man, I've been able to move my arm. I can go up and down now. Again, I'm down to 10 degrees. And I've been going to PT. I go to PT twice a week now, which is helping accelerate it and things like that. And I'm actually farther along than expected. I'm actually moving in a great pace, so I'm excited. So by this time next week, I'll probably be at full extension. I'll be down to 0, because like I said, right now I'm at -10. I'm at -10. I started at 90, so now I'm at -10. And I'm going all the way down to 0 for the full flexion. And once I'm done with that, then unfortunately my doctor is actually out of town, so I actually have to wait an extra week or 2 or whatnot to actually be allowed to have my brace off. Essentially, I have been taking it off to just like relax or whatnot. I'm able to drive. I'm able to hold, things with it. I can clasp with no problem. And sometimes I actually forget that I've even hurt my arm. But again, like right now, it's just really just continue to do those exercises, maintaining that. One of the toughest parts is the fact that you really can't work out, right? So what I've been doing primarily every morning or even at night, I make sure I go to the gym and get me some, like, maybe 30 minutes of cardio. At home, I'm doing abs, I'm doing box jumps, I'm stretching, I'm trying to do all those things just pretty much to try to stay in shape. A lot of my buddies are texting me when I'm coming back to play ball. Again, I think they said it'll take about 3 months or so. So I'm a month out already. As long as I continue to go to PT twice a week, work on strengthening that. Like I said, Jamie, my physical therapist, she's kind of conservative because I think I could have been down to 0 on Thursday, but she's pretty conservative. So I think by next week, like I said, I'll be down to 0 with no problem. And then we'll start working on some strengthening things that she was saying. So I'll start picking up some things with a little bit of weight, really trying to build up that bicep from ground zero. And then, like I said, it'll be probably like 2 more months if I am able to get back out there, though, because I have to build up that bicep strength and be fully out of this large brace that I have to wear. So even when I'm at work, typing and things like that, I have to use it. But all in all, these are both my arms. I don't know if you can see that much of a difference. I'm kind of a skinny guy, actually, but I do try to do some calisthenics in that. But if you can see, it's more definition in this one as opposed to this one. This one has no definition at the time, and I'm even clenching. So right now, I have no strength right now. It's very, very, very loose and wobbly. I have no pain, though. I have my movements in and out, supination. I could pull them up now, which is great. So a lot of those things, are super encouraging for me, just being able to do that and actually being 4 weeks out. So I'm a little ahead of the schedule. I'm looking forward to, being able to do some things with some weights to really put on that strength again, and then actually turn it over to see if I can dribble a ball or shoot a ball or something like that, just in terms of that and trying to lift some things. But this is week 4. I'm looking forward to week 5 and week 6. Around week 6 is when I should be having my doctor's appointment to actually have them removed. Say I can get out of the brace, unless Jamie, my physical therapist, is going to let me do it. But I think she has to get the okay from the surgery. But nonetheless, if you are on this journey, if you've had this injury or in the process of potentially having to get this surgery, this is what I'm experiencing. I think that it's been successful so far. I haven't had any drawbacks, and I actually kind of like recommend it, especially if you're my age. I'm in my late 30s, so if I still plan on being active, I have children there, I have young children and things like that. I like to move around, I like to lift weights, I like to work out and try to stay fit. So definitely recommend it. So, but if you like the channel, please like, share, and subscribe. Got more pods coming up with some very interesting people that I'll be interviewing. Follow my page on Instagram at Intrinsically Motivated. Follow me on Facebook as well. I'm on at Intrinsically Motivated. And share. And until next time, what's your motive? Peace.